As a true freshman guard, Molly Schmitz played in all 32 games for the Providence Argos.
I just remember going into the first game, I sat in my car and I called my sister and I was bawling because I was just so happy and so thankful.
But given what she went through to get to that point, the fact she's even playing at all is a small miracle. It all started with a physical setback in high school.
I've gone to physical therapy for my knee since 7th grade, but my freshman year was the first year I had some big problems with it. That's when I tore my ACL in a game. My sophomore year, I tore a lot of the meniscus, and then again, that's next summer between my junior and senior year. So it turns out right when I went to the doctor after season, he's like, yeah, you've been playing on a torn ACL all season, so.
Schmitz grew up in a sports-mad family. Her father, Jerry, is an Argo Hall of Famer and the girls' basketball coach at Great Falls High. And all of her siblings were standout athletes for the Bison, so for Molly to miss the majority of her prep career took a toll. I just remember the hardest games for me were crosstown. I'd be on the bench and, the whole town's there and just I don't know, it's just really hard to sit out, and especially if the team was struggling or I felt like there was something I could do, I felt helpless. I worked really hard to try to stay healthy and not hurt, and then I just kept getting hurt, so it was really frustrating for me. Since Molly couldn't control her workouts, she started to control her diet, and then she lost control.
I only had the set amount of foods I would eat every single day, and if I ate anything else, I was incredibly uncomfortable. Exercise is an amazing thing and it's an important part of my life, but I was exercising 4 hours on top of practice or games, at the gym. I took a lot of really healthy, good things for an athlete or for any person to do, but I took them to an obsessive or unhealthy level, so.
Molly developed anorexia, a life-threatening disorder causing people to obsess about weight and what they eat.
Eating disorders are a pretty tricky thing. I think everybody knows somebody personally, and kind of in today's world and in today's society, there's a certain way an athlete should look or a woman should look, and so no matter what you do to get there, if you're there, people are going to compliment that, even if it's really unhealthy or. So that's kind of what fed into that for me.
The disorder overwhelmed her and her family, but it also led her to a therapist and to a treatment center in Utah, which saved her life.
I just needed a little break and some time to heal and do what I can to fix that so I can make sure, because it's kind of like an injury in a way, you're kind of injured and you need to give yourself the time to heal, and so that's kind of what I chose to do and what my family helped me do, and I'm grateful for that time because now I'm healed and I'm ready to do what I can.
And today, with the support of her teammates and her family, Molly is healthy and she's loved.
It's a big thing, and I have to thank my family because without all their support I would be nowhere close to healed, and so that's for me was the biggest I need that support system, and that's what they were there for. They were there for me for all of it.
Though Molly is healed, her struggle with food and fitness will last a lifetime, so she enlisted some help. Emmy Jane is 9 weeks old. She'll be by Molly's side for the rest of her life, but for now the two are just getting used to each other.
A lot of emotional support. I have some anxiety with social situations and different things, so kind of what we're going to train her to do is a few different tasks that will help with my anxiety.
Molly fought her disorder in silence for much of her life, but she knows many others face a similar battle. She's sharing her story now in the hopes it inspires others to seek help and healing.
I think, honestly, to ask for help and seek help is a more brave thing to do than try and fix it and be strong on your own. I think it takes a lot more courage to say, hey, I need some help, because we all do need help. And so I think if that's what people worry about, they don't want to seem weak, or I think it's the opposite. I think people who seek that help and know that they need help and are okay with asking for it are the strongest people.
Tom Wylie, MTN Sports.